New chairwoman of the Planning and Zoning Commission. I come with a lot of experience, so I am green when it comes to having to run the meetings, but I was a village trustee for 4 years for a term. I've been in real estate in this town for 30 years. So I do come with a lot of experience, and I'm excited to guide us along the way here. So thank you for having me. All right. We can stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Khan, can you do a roll call for me?
Yes, I can. Commissioner Froman, absent. Commissioner Duhai,
Present.
Commissioner McBride, absent. Chairwoman Klein,
Present.
Commissioner Rossetti, absent. Commissioner Egger,
Here.
Commissioner Ross.
Present.
Thank you.
Okay, next I'd like to ask for a motion to approve the minutes
I motion that.
from 28, 2024.
A second.
Any questions or comments? Mr. Khan, can you do a roll call though?
Yes, I can. Commissioner Duhai,
Yes.
Chairwoman Klein,
Yes.
Commissioner Egger,
Yes.
Commissioner Ross.
Yes.
All right, and public comments.
We have one, Mr. Mike Reed.
Hi.
Hi.
So I just signed up under public comment because the mayor and the trustees don't have a lot of interaction with this board for a lot of reasons. One of which is that it is our feeling that however we interact with this board could ultimately impact your decision-making process. And if you're a recommendation board to us at the village board, we don't want there to be any impact that we have, which is why you don't see us a whole lot at your meetings. That being said, I come a few times during the course of business or if something changes, just to thank you all again for agreeing to serve. And thank you for giving up your time and efforts to dedicate yourselves to, the momentum within the village. That, and I also would like to thank you for your patience and understanding. As you know, we've had some pretty big changes. Mr. Maroc was exceptional in his chairman abilities, and ultimately he needed to step away for personal reasons. But I have no doubt in my mind that Chairwoman Klein is going to do a great job. She was a force on the village board and kept us on our toes in a good way, and has got a lot of wealth of knowledge and deep, despite what she says, deep Hampshire roots and understanding of what's gone on here for the last 30 years to help kind of guide the decision-making process for what's coming and that kind of thing. So I just thank you all for serving, and I wanted to make sure that you guys know that if there's anything that we can do to support you guys at the village board. I know that there's been times where there's been decisions made or recommendations made and the village board is going to go on another way. I just want to thank you again for your understanding and your hard work. It doesn't mean that we don't value your input and thought on the situation. Sometimes there's other forces at play or other decisions that need to be made for whatever reason, but I truly, truly appreciate the work and dedication that you guys do for us and our community. So that's all I got.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
All right, awesome. Now off to parent-teacher conferences.
Good luck.
If you hear the sirens going the other way, you know it wasn't so good.
Okay, any other public comments?
No, Chairwoman Klein.
Okay, so I will open it up for new business. So I will ask for a motion to open a public hearing for case number PZC-24-09, the annexation and rezoning of the southeast corner of US Route 20 and Interstate 90. So moved.
I second.
Can I have a roll call?
Yes, Commissioner Duhai,
Yes.
Chairwoman Klein,
Yes.
Commissioner Egger,
Yes.
Commissioner Ross.
Yes.
And I will turn it over to Mr. Khan.
Thank you, Chairwoman Klein. The petitioner and owner of Z Investments LLC is requesting the map amendment or rezoning of the subject property, which is located at the southeast corner of US Route 2990, from E1 Estate to M2 General Industrial upon annexation. They are going to be going for annexation to the village board, plans December 5th. Concurrently with this request, based on the recommendation made by the Planning and Zoning Commission. The property right now is an undeveloped lot, so there's no active use on the property. Generally, the adjacent zoning to the south and east is M2, which is what the petitioner is requesting, and then to the north is OM. However, I put a caveat on that because it's north of I-90, so it's really not adjacent to the subject property, but that's the most close adjacent property, if that makes sense. There are no zoning bulk standards for M2, so there's no minimum lot sizes or lot standards, so there was nothing to review on that part, but I did want to let that be noted in the agenda supplement. There are required findings of facts for a map amendment or rezoning per section 614(3)(G)(8)(a) of the zoning ordinance. Those are provided in the agenda supplement 1 through 5, and the staff has provided the proposed findings of facts for the Planning and Zoning Commission to adopt if they so choose to adopt the staff's findings of facts. And those are listed 1 through 5 on page 7 and 8. As of the publication date of the agenda supplement last Wednesday, there was no public comments provided to the village staff, so nothing has been put in the agenda supplement. However, there may be public comments tonight. The staff did recommend, staff's not recommending any conditions of approval for this request, and we have provided a recommended motion if this Planning and Zoning Commission so chooses to use that recommended motion. If you have any questions, I can answer them. We also have the petitioner and the petitioner's attorney here present tonight, if you have any questions for them.
All right. Questions? Clarifications? Sharon, Ron? Anything that you would like to add?
Before you start, can I swear you in, please? Oh, no, you're the attorney. You don't need to be sworn in.
That's okay. Thank you. My name is Scott Richmond. I am the attorney for the petitioner. I'm here with David Ziegler, who is the principal of Z Investments. I really don't have anything to add. We're trying to zone it to, get it in conformance with the surrounding properties, make the property more marketable, so that eventually development can come in and have a cohesive type of development with their surrounding properties. So if you have any questions, I'm here to answer them.
I was really hoping you were going to say that you're going to zone it so we can have a hardware store. Board have any questions?
Nothing's gonna happen to it if it gets, zone gets
Not
changed.
right now.
Not right now, so
Yeah, not
there's
right now.
nothing. Nothing that's gonna be able to have any issues there. No, I'm good.
No, all right, no.
Okay, then I would ask for a motion to close.
Before
Yes.
sorry to interrupt, before we go to a motion, can you ask for any public comments?
Oh, any public comments? Okay,
Thank you.
then I would ask for a motion to close the public hearing.
I have a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
Roll call vote, please. Mr. Khan?
Thank you. Just take my notes.
Yep.
Commissioner Duhai,
Yes.
Chairwoman Klein,
Yes.
Commissioner Egger,
Yes.
Commissioner Ross.
Yes.
Thank you.
So if there's no more discussion, we're good. Then I would make a motion, or I would ask for a motion to make a recommendation regarding case number PCZ-24-09.
I'll use the recommended motion in the packet. So I move to accept and adopt staff's finding of fact included in the agenda supplement and recommend approval of PZC 2409 for a map amendment and rezoning for the properties generally located at the southeast corner of Route 20 and Interstate 90.
I will second that.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Roll call vote?
Commissioner Duhai,
Yes.
Chairwoman Klein,
Yes.
Commissioner Egger,
Yes.
Commissioner Ross.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen, for coming in.
Thank you.
Okay, and then I would ask for a motion to open a public hearing regarding case number PCZ-24-11 for a special use permit for a permit for an automobile vehicle sales lot.
So moved.
I second.
Questions or comments? Roll call votes?
Commissioner Leroy,
Yes.
Chairwoman Klein,
Yes.
Commissioner Iger,
Yes.
Commissioner Ross.
Yes.
All right.
All right, Mr. Cobb.
Thank you. So the petitioner on behalf of Hampshire the petitioner, who's Pavel Korchigan, I can't 100% say that I pronounced it correctly, is requesting a text amendment to section 693C of the Hampshire zoning ordinance to permit automobile sales lot as a special use in the M2 general industrial district, and then a subsequent request for a special use for an automobile sales lot per section 693C. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. They're asking for a text amendment and then the special use if the text amendment is approved, recommended for approval and then approved by the village board, and then special use to go with that. The subject property is 167 Flanagan, which is located at the southwest corner of Flanagan and Gas Road in the Hampshire Woods Business Park, I believe. It is currently used as a, I believe, truck repair center. And then right now they're storing some of their tractor trailers and semi trucks. The subject property is currently zoned M2. It is improved within approximately 21,000 square foot single story building. That's mainly a repair center with some accessory office use to it. For the zoning bulk standards, there's no changes being proposed to the building or the parking lot. So there's no bulk standards to review for this. I just wanted to note it in the agenda supplement for your review. In terms of the required findings of facts, there are no findings of facts for text amendment. However, based on my education, my experience, generally the text amendments, you want to meet the intent of the zoning district and the other uses that are generally allowed by right or by special use in that zoning district. So for example, industrial district may not be suitable for, say, restaurants, right? So those are the kind of guiding points I provide to the Planning and Zoning Commission and to the village board, because there are no actual findings of facts provided in the zoning ordinance for a text amendment. However, there are findings of facts for a special use for section 614(3)(h)(9). Those are listed on page 15 and 16 of your commission packet. And then staff has provided proposed findings of facts on page 6, middle of page 16. Generally, the proposed special use meets the findings of facts. And there are some of them that are not met. I believe one of them, actually, no, they meet all of them. I apologize. I was confusing this with another case. From staff's perspective, they meet all the findings of facts. They're listed in the zoning ordinance. Village staff has not received any public comments regarding this petition as of November 20th, 2024. Village staff is not recommending any conditions of approval. And the village staff has provided a recommended motion if the Planning and Zoning Commission wants to use that recommending motion. We will need two recommending motions, one for the text amendment and one for the special use, so there will be two votes on this request. The petitioner's representatives are here tonight, so if you have any questions for myself or them, we are happy to answer them.
I do have a question.
Yes.
A special use permit to allow for automobile sales does not restrict it to be just semi-truck sales. It
Correct.
opens the
It
door
could be
and it could be
your passenger vehicles. So the text amendment is not just for this property, it's obviously for all M2. So it's to potentially allow it by special use on any M2 lot. So that's the reason why we wanted special use instead of permitted by right, because I wanted the Planning and Zoning Commission and the village board to have that consideration on a case by case basis and not just let it go by right and let it just happen. Especially because this is a text amendment, so That's the reasoning behind allowing by special use and not by right.
So if there's semis or truck sales at that lot along with regular vehicles, cars, passenger vehicles, that same could be applied to a different area for the same reason. If it was auto sales, it could have truck as well, if it was zoned the same, correct?
Correct. It could, but we still have to
We have to still.
come through the planning and zoning commission. You know, and there's a difference, I would say, between semi-truck sales and commercial vehicles or passenger vehicles. I think passenger vehicles are gonna have a higher traffic count and require
Yeah.
on-site parking lot and all that. Whereas I don't believe that to be the same case with semi-truck sales. So I think there's a little bit of difference between, so I think if somebody wanted to come in on the Ziegler land and say we want to do passenger vehicles for sale, that would, you know, we would look at, okay, do you have a parking lot for your customers, you know, or how are you storing them? What's the landscaping, all that kind of stuff. So that's again why we're recommending it as a special use, and not by right.
So are they gonna be, they're not gonna be allowed to sell passenger vehicles, just semi and trucks?
Just on my trucks and trailers. So that's what the request is, and that's what the approval is gonna be specifically for that.
Okay,
So, and if they want to come back and change in the future, they could, but again, they would have to go through the zoning process for that.
okay.
Well, that makes sense. Thank you for clarification.
Yeah. The text reads automobile sales though.
Yes.
Yeah, so it allows for all of it, but because it's a special use, or if it's approved as a special use, if the text amendment is approved as a special use, they would have to go through the process different, you know, and then make their case for
Okay.
whatever they're proposing to do.
So when, on a hypothetical property, if we were accepting automobile sales, we would have the opportunity to limit it to, say, fleet vehicles or
Correct.
some
Passenger vehicles or.
Okay. So then. Okay, then I might request that we potentially modify the second motion that's in the packet that just left it as automobile and maybe be more specific on the type of vehicle.
Yeah, but you can add it as a condition or amend the motion.
Other questions? Anything you'd like to add?
I'm happy to answer any questions that you guys have in regards to this. Listening to some of the comments, I would like to just reiterate.
Before you
Oh.
go, I just have to swear you in.
No problem.
Right hand. You swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, thank you. And Aaron, I'm a notary, so I can do that.
Perfect. I made that one before doing zoning with you.
Yeah, my name is Corey Kay. I work at Hampshire Commercial Realty. We represent our client Pablo Corchigan when we built the building back in 2022 at this location. Just to clarify some of the questions that you guys brought up to Mo, this is strictly for truck sales. So our client Pablo owns a fleet, and what happens is they cycle trucks, right? Once the truck gets to 250,000 miles, they need to get new trucks, right, for their drivers. So he wants the ability to sell those trucks from his lot. So by no means is this automobile sales or anything of that nature. This is selling his company-owned fleet, essentially.
Like, I think we understood that, but I just don't want this to open the door to.
Totally understand. Yeah, totally understand. So he absolutely loves it here since he came from Rolling Meadows, and it was a big move for him to come out here. It's a long way for all of his employees, but they've absolutely loved it here. His business is thrived here. His building, he absolutely loves his building. So he came to us, said, I would really like to be able to sell my trucks to recycle them, buy new units for his drivers. It's how he's able to keep his employees. So that's the reason why we're here today.
All right, thank you so much.
No problem.
Any other questions? Any public comment? All right, then I would ask for a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion to close.
Second.
2 seconds.
Commissioner Dwyer?
Yes.
Chairwoman Klein?
Yes.
Commissioner Egger?
Yes.
Commissioner Ross?
Yes.
Okay, so how do we change? Oh, we'd have to do that after I make the motion, or after somebody makes the motion, then we're gonna change it.
Through general discussion about
Okay,
wording,
Yeah.
and then we can make the motion.
perfect.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
love to have that changed. Automobile to truck sales.
Well, the text amendment though,
Mhm.
That's the first motion.
the first motion is the text amendment, so this is being written into our code.
Yes.
I personally don't have an issue with it reading automobile, so long as when it's enacted as a special use, you can clarify, because I see industrial, maybe you have fleet vehicle sales, which might not be, semi trucks, but it could make sense as a use in an industrial zoning.
Would be all right to list it as truck/automobile sales. But I
Yeah.
would say,
I would keep
Yeah.
it like this, because when we do the second motion, that's when we're
Then you
Mhm.
can modify it.
recommending that they can
I got
have the special use permit, and you can modify it in there.
that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I correct, Mr. Khan?
Mhm.
It's okay.
That's an option. I'm all for clarification, so it makes it easier for everybody in the future.
I'd like to know what we're voting on.
Nope, I agree.
How I understand it. Any other discussion or questions? Okay, so let's do this in two motions. I would ask for a motion to recommend approval of the PZC 24 11 for a text amendment to section 6 9 3 C of the Hampshire zoning ordinance to permit automobile sales lot as a special use.
I will motion.
Second. Any other questions or clarification or comments? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Dwyer?
Yes.
Chairwoman Klein?
Yes.
Commissioner Egger?
Yes.
Commissioner Ross?
Yes.
Okay. How specific do you want to get?
Do you have the motion to text for the text? In
I
general,
want to
and then
clarify the motion first and then ask for the motion.
Well, we could be as specific as tractor trailer sales.
That's
Were you-
out. Can
Yeah, what does he have?
I, so the way that they're classified is tractor.
Tractor trailer, all right.
Yeah, to completely separate automobile, I would just say tractor
Tractor
trailer.
trailer.
Okay. So then I would ask for a motion to accept and adopt staff's findings of fact included in the agenda supplement and recommend approval of the PZC 24 11 for a special use permit to permit a tractor trailer sales lot for the property located at 167 Flanagan Road.
I will motion for that.
I second.
Any other comments, questions?
Ready for vote?
Ready?
Commissioner Dwyer?
Yes.
Chairwoman Klein?
Yes.
Commissioner Egger?
Yes.
Commissioner Ross?
Yes.
Right, thank you.
Any old business?
Thank you very much.
Or this will go to the board next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
I need to be here.
I will recommend it. Yeah, Thursday, on December 5th at 7 p.m.
You said-
Yeah. mhm.
So old business, I'm going to defer to my fellow ladies on the, because I don't know any old business. No old business?
So fast.
Sorry. Let me just pull up the, not necessarily all business, but let me just pull up the village board agenda. I don't think anything went. So
And
I'd like to give the planning zoning commission updates on what the village board voted on that
Sure.
planning zoning heard.
It's just.
Just pull up the agenda. Right.
There was something, because I was there.
What's that?
There was something, because I was at the board meeting.
what, last one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was there too. I don't remember what it was.
There was something though, right?
Was it a, in the, isn't it? There's a couple of
Something
those.
about a shed.
Shed.
Yes.
I heard a lot about
Whatever.
that.
The shed,
Red
no.
Hawk.
The shed was approved, the variance was approved for the shed,
Yes.
for the easement agreement that
Yes.
we have,
Yeah.
the homeowner signed.
Yeah.
And then I believe,
Mr. Rossetti wanted to make sure. Are there any more of these coming down the road?
no, so I finished.
The board asked that.
So I finished my audit. I had to go like, unfortunately, our permitting system doesn't just let you pull shed permits. It just lets you pull it by year, so I had to pull everything back to 2020, year by year. And I've done an audit of shed permits, and it does not look like we should have any more of these. There were other sheds built in easements, but they were approved for the full shed, with the last two examples, they just had the slab and they came back to the shed. There were other examples of sheds being built in easements because they didn't get the zoning review done correctly, so we do have
Non-conforming structures.
non-conforming, legally non-conforming structures in easements.
Does that not fall into their issue?
That will fall into their issue,
That's
so
the
say,
issue, given if it's in the easement and they need to get through, it's gonna be
yeah,
torn up.
yeah. Usually utility companies do directional boring, but there's still the situation where if they have to,
Well, Yeah.
it will be at the cost of the homeowner, unfortunately. One thing that might be of interest to the planning and zoning commission is Comcast is gonna be providing services in the residential area now. I guess not.
I'm with you.
I, as a business owner, I have it.
Not great.
It goes out I'm not kidding, every single day, sometime between 1 and 4, I have no internet. Every single day.
And my AT&T, I've never lost service, lost the power.
Yeah, well, try to get out of a Comcast contract.
yeah.
You know,
'Cause I'm
Huntley-
switching
Huntley
to
had this
AT&T.
same-
I love my,
same problem.
January 5th, I'm switching to AT&T.
yeah, it's fiber.
Yes.
Nice. Just speeds just don't stop.
Not all of Hampshire is fiber, though. A lot of
Yeah.
people
All
are
it's
saying-
on fiber.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we will have a meeting on December 9th. The item that was pulled off this agenda was a final plan subdivision for 3 Prairie Ridge neighborhoods, U, V, and Y. The final plats were not approved by King County at this point. They changed some requirements on them, so they had to pull it. I didn't want to bring it with partial approvals. I like bringing it with full approvals, unless it was just like typos or something like that on the certificates. But it being a major change to the subdivision plan, I didn't want to bring in it being changed on you guys and then having to rehear it for something simple. So they should be ready by December 9th, for that meeting. That's the only item on the agenda, so it should be a quick meeting, hopefully. We'll see. And then we do not have anything scheduled for the December 23rd meeting. Most likely that will be canceled. I have not received any other petitions, so I will try not scheduling one right before Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
I'll be
You're the
fine.
best, Mr. Gahn.
I'll be fine, the 20th. I'm out of country. Working Italy. Oh, my.
And then I do want the commissioners that are in attendance tonight know that we are going to be doing a plan commissioner training through the American Planning Association on either January 20th or February 10th. The final date has not been picked yet, but I will let you know as soon as possible. It's a really great training by the American Planning Association, which is a professional organization of planners. And they provide really great direction, and it's a great learning environment for our commissioners through the American Planning Association. I've done this training with my other boards that I've worked for in different towns, and it's really been a great learning tool. So I would recommend attending that meeting. We will not have any other agenda items for that meeting. It'll just be the planning commissioner training, so we can just focus on that evening.
Perfect.
Other than that, I have no other old business or announcements.
You covered them both in one section.
Yeah, I should probably just keep them as one item. Old business / announcements.
Oh, can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn,
I
please.
second.
I can get that out.
I didn't get that quick enough.
Not quick enough.
You can do a voice vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Motion adjourned.
7:30. I love these meetings. Thank you so
That was
much.
nice. Thank you.
Thank you. I can't read your last name.
Oh, I apologize. This is Erin Kiernan. She's our village attorney, along with Mr. Vaselli.
Okay.
Hi,
Thank
guys.
you.
Great job. Great meeting. You did awesome.
Yeah.
You worked that gavel really good.
Yeah.